The Monee Phillips Show.
You got it, girl.
You got it.
You got it, girl.
You got it.
You got it, girl.
You got
You
it.
the best. You the best. You the best. You the best.
Yes, sir, you know what it is. It's the sound of my voice. It is none other than DJ STYLZ in the place to be, and it's about to go down because you are now in tune, now tuned in, now put in, all together. We're live at the Monee Phillips Show. Monee, take it away.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Monee Phillips Show, and I am your host, Monee Phillips. Welcome, everybody. Y'all, man, this is a fantastic Friday ending May, and you already know I have to do something special for as we do the show ending May. You know, we got a special guest in the house, man. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss tonight's show. Like I said, you never know who may come on the show. We have a lot of entrepreneurs. We have a lot of artists that come on the show and do their presentation, performance-wise, and interviews, so you can get a chance to know who they are. So, you know, we got to do this every Friday so y'all can get a chance to see who out here in the city, of course, doing things great. So come on, we're going to get started. We got a special guest in the house, and she has been nominated for Memphis Elegance for Baker of the Year. All right, so introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are.
My name is LaSharon Moore, owner of Moore's Tasty Sweets.
Okay. So look, I know that, you know, everybody might in the city might know how you cook and do all this stuff. So I know they want to know some details about your story, how you started, and all those great things. So how long you been in the business?
Well, I've been in the business for 9 years now. I started cooking as a little girl in the kitchen with my mom and my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been cooking for a long time.
And look, I mean, the joy of cooking, it comes with the passion of wanting to cook. Because if you've been doing it for a long time, you already know you want your food to taste perfect and, you know, and great. And not only that, you don't know what kind of food that you want to, you know, try out. Because if you're a cook, you like to look at stuff and see which one that would be good for people to taste and different things like that, and then be creative.
Right.
That's all come with the craft.
Right.
So look, what made you want to go into baking? See, it's a difference between the baking part and the cooking. So which one made you want to go to the baking part?
So when I was a little girl, my grandmother used to bake cakes all the time. She used to make homemade pound cakes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would sit there and I would watch her do it. So I wanted to learn how to bake too. So I said, Granny, can you teach me how to bake? So I've been baking from scratch since I was like 3 or 4 years old.
Okay.
And when I got with my husband, he had told me his favorite cake was a strawberry cake.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I was pregnant with our daughter. And I was just baking, but I wasn't decorating and everything. So he actually encouraged me to start decorating.
Okay.
So that's when I actually started decorating cakes.
Okay.
And doing different things with the cupcakes, the cakes, the cake pops. Before that, I just like to bake pound cakes just for fun, just to eat, because that was good.
You know, so, you know, because the holidays, everybody looking for someone to bake the cakes because they don't feel like cooking the cakes. They don't like decorating and doing all that stuff. So you're like, look, if I can just get somebody to cook the cakes, I may cook the food.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody's preference is different. Somebody say, like, I cook the cakes. Y'all cook the food.
Right.
So, you know, I do understand far as being creative. I love to cook. I love to bake things. I just like to see how people react to the food that you actually cook and see they, loving and tasting your food.
Right.
And that's the excitement all together, right. Letting them taste it and eat and say, oh, girl, I got to have me another piece or whatever.
Yeah.
But, the creative part, and I saw a lot of things you did on Facebook, Instagram, places like that, and saw how your cakes was, out the world, out the box, wedding cakes and all that. So what made you just really get into that? Because that is a different task.
Yeah.
Doing a wedding cake.
The cake that you posted was actually my wedding cake.
What?
Yes, I did my own.
Oh my God, it was beautiful.
Our vows last year, and I did our wedding cake.
Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. So, I know a lot of people be looking for people to bake their cakes. The question is, a lot of people say, man, you can, can you make me a cake? But a lot of times the cakes don't be as moist when you do the icing or those type of cakes, like the cakes that you actually doing the design and but you be like, yeah, it's fine, but you want that flavor. You want the cake to be moist along with the icing, even though the icing have to be hard enough for so it won't melt. So what can you say to people that are cooks about just making sure the moist is there? If you can give just a pointer, I know you don't want to give out your secret ingredients, but just tell them how you can actually make that cake moist, because a lot of people really don't know how to make moist cake.
Right. So I don't cook my cakes as long as some others do.
Yeah.
I don't cook it as long, and then I found out that simple syrup
Okay.
can be your best friend when making a cake.
Wow.
It can be your best friend. You can dry a cake completely out.
Yeah.
But if you make up the right simple syrup with the right flavors and everything to fit the cake, you can moisten that cake back up.
Wow. And I always look at the ingredients of what you use. Like some people may use oil, or you may use butter or things like that to make it moist. And it's everybody's flavor on doing it, because I use butter. But and just experiment and see. That's like you said, don't cook the cake so long. A lot of people, they put the cake so long because they feel like it's not done. But it's really it's simple by checking, using your toothpick or whatever to check the cake. But man, to see that you do creative things, that now strawberry, getting into the far as different type of strawberries, chocolate covered strawberries and stuff like that. Now, how did you enjoy making those things?
Well, I was pregnant with my baby, and at the time I wasn't working, so I just wanted to do something that would generate income, and that's how I started doing the chocolate covered strawberries.
Okay.
And I was shocked at my first year at how well it took off. So I knew when it took off that good, that Valentine's Day, I knew, oh, Mother's Day coming up, I want to do it for Mother's Day, and so on. And then it got to where people just started ordering them. Just randomly calling, wanting chocolate covered strawberries. So then can you put this on there? Can you put that on there? So that's how it all came with the different toppings. My thing is, if you request it, I make it.
Yes. I had noticed, that, and it's not a very few people that have tried it, but the banana pudding cake. Now, I seen you make that, and I said, you can't find too many people making it. They haven't perfected. So how you think you have done well on that?
Now, banana pudding is my top seller.
Yes.
It's my top seller. So the banana pudding cake, I've made a few of them, but I've never had a complaint.
Okay.
They love that banana pudding cake.
Yeah, because when I seen it, I was like, that is like it's a task by itself.
It is. But it's with baking, it's all about your temperatures, making sure the cake is the right temp and everything, and your ingredients is the right temp. Because if it's too high, it ain't gonna do good, especially when you're using the whipped cream. That was one thing that I didn't like using on the banana pudding cake. The whipped cream, you have to do it a few times until you get it right. So at first I was using the whipped icing on the banana pudding cake, but after I seen how it would melt if it didn't get too hot, I didn't like it. So then I started making my buttercream for the banana pudding cake. And my banana pudding is homemade.
Thank you, Jesus. All y'all cream cool rippers, no ma'am. No ma'am. Hey, look, but it's a difference. It's a difference.
My grandmama used to say, the pudding that you make on the stove is real pudding.
Just like y'all do y'all icing. Boy, I tell you, boy, y'all sure be trying to fool folks. But I was like, this don't taste the same. They be swearing y'all be making some, man, I'm telling you. I always tell, wait till a man's hot, a home cooked meal, boy. If you can, I know your husband happy. But anyway. Cause baby, when you talk about whooping some homemade stuff, I'm telling you, they be like, woo, you ain't going nowhere. You hear me? So banana pudding is like one of my specialties too, and like you said, it come with the pudding. And if you don't know how to make the pudding, it's easy. Man, a lot of people can look on YouTube. Y'all watch everything else, so why not watch YouTube for home, bake home? If you just want to know what the ingredients to use, try it out. It's never a wrong time to try different things. Don't try it during the holidays. Now, y'all try this stuff every holiday, want to turn around and let me experiment. I can make it, you know. And you do it beforehand. Try it one day, one weekend, and just experiment, see how you do. And same with any type of dessert, sweet potatoes, all that kind of stuff, sweet potato pies and all that. Now, I've seen a lot of sweet potato pies. I ain't gonna even talk about them, but but the key to the sweet potato pie is the crust.
Right.
Now, y'all quit getting them cheap pie crust, them dollar pie crust. It's Pillsbury dough. Yeah, I'm telling you, thank you. So I just letting y'all know. You know, I know a little something about the cooking basis on different things, but like I said, that's the joy. And if you love to cook and you love to bake, those are fantastic. You're gonna love to bake anyway if you like to cook.
Right.
So a lot of people that like to cook, you know, they do take little things at a time, far as cooking bakery stuff and things like that. And I have seen some, you know, now candy apples has been a tradition for 10 years since we were little. But to see different things, the different flavors that they do, how is that? Do the kids still enjoy it? Because I don't know how the kids are, how they still enjoy it.
Yes. When I had last year, we had did a thing for my little brother. My little brother died in February of last year. And one of the things that his mom wanted me to bring down there was candy apples because she loved candy apples. Well, she didn't really get a candy apple because all the kids had got the candy apples. And she was like, girl, I didn't even get an apple. I said, I'm Miss Sharon. I'm sorry. I didn't get an apple. That's what I wanted. I wanted them apples. But the kids, the grown people eat them apples up.
Yeah, if you got good teeth. You might have to suck on them. I don't know, but if you got good teeth, you're good. But if you ain't got no teeth, I don't know about the ones that ain't got no teeth. I'm sorry. You might have to cut them up.
My granny always tell me, make sure you bring me an apple.
Yeah.
If I don't give her nothing else, she want an apple.
Yeah.
Candy apples. And they have so many flavors that you can put in them now. Back in the day when we was kids,
just straight red, just the red.
Straight red.
Or caramel.
You know, but now they have all different flavors, and they go crazy for them. They love the candy grapes.
Okay.
The candy grapes is a good seller for me too. I run my specials on Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay.
And I'll do grapes and banana pudding and cheesecakes. And I usually sell out of banana pudding and grapes.
Okay.
I very seldom have those left over. Those banana pudding, the grapes, and strawberry cake are my top 3 sellers.
Okay. So look, man, I'm telling you right now, you do not want to miss anything tonight. Because like tonight, you have some specialties tonight. And look, we're going to take a small commercial break. We're going to come back and she's going to let me taste the banana pudding. She has, also she has a strawberry cupcake. I want to get to it because it melted and all, because the lighting, I want to get it off the table. But she also has the chocolate covered strawberries that she was talking about as well. So we'll be right back after this commercial break and we're going to do a test taste. We'll be right back, y'all.
Was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. 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 Can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
Y'all, we are back on the Monee Phillips Show. We got a dope artist in the building, man, doing great things. J Star, come on, the middle. Monee Phillips Show, take that microphone and have a seat. Well, welcome to the Monee Phillips Show.
Hey, how you doing?
Look, man, I love to see the artists come in on the show because, like, man, they've been doing a lot of hard work. You was at the Shell last weekend and doing your thing, live performance. You got so many things, opportunities and different things going on. So look, so everybody want to know about J Star, where you from. Hold that microphone up to you so you can talk. Tell everybody about where you from and all the things you got going on.
Hey, how you ladies and gentlemen doing today? My name is J Star.
Right.
You can follow me on all social media. It's J Star Forever. I'm from Mississippi, actually.
Okay.
My family are back and forth from Memphis and Grenada, Mississippi. So formally, I'm from there. I've been singing since I was 3 years old, and I engineer, produce, sing, and I do rap.
Well, come on then.
Yeah.
So look, man, doing all of those things, and I know that, you know, I tell everybody that having multiple things of talent can help your career out as being an artist, being able to pick the music that you want as a producer. You know what your sound and what you want it to sound like. You know if you want to put rap or singing in or to both of them together.
Yeah.
And you know, like, tell everybody like how your performance level. I tell everybody, if you can't be a performer, then it's gonna hurt your career as being an artist.
Man.
Explain it to them.
The biggest part about being an artist is that they can see something on TV, but to physically say that they saw you do something on stage without having to cut, edit, and let's read it, like, performance is everything. And actually, performing is what got my career where it's at now.
Yeah.
It's because, believe it or not, I don't just perform on stage. When I was at studios, when I was wanting opportunities, I performed because I used to walk in different rooms, and there was different producers, different engineers, and I would hear a beat, and I'd be like, hey, I'm in the body, can I come in here and sing to that? And I would sing to it.
Yeah.
So they're listening to it live, and they're like, he got a sound. I want to pick him up, and a couple people did that, and that was 2014.
Okay.
And since then, 10 years passed, and
Been going in.
I got my own studio,
Okay.
my own production,
Okay.
a whole team. It's really a group of us, but
Okay.
some of them was gonna actually make it tonight, but our DJ had somewhere else he gotta go. I got another artist by the name of Dirty Sprite.
Okay.
He has a live performance at the same time I do.
Oh, okay.
So his started at 8.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Yeah, but look, I already know they wanted to know a little about you. A lot of people been seeing you like doing your thing, and it's nothing like hands-on having interviews with these artists. Cause a lot of people don't know it, and I tell people all the time, artist development is very important. Far as learning how to do interviews and do all the things that you need to do as an artist. Cause people think that all you got to do is just start YouTubing and Instagramming, and then that's it. And you blow up, but then when the time somebody want to sign you or whatever, you never had the opportunity to do interviews, take pictures, or have professional pictures, not ready. And a lot of the artists that come on here, I tell them all the time, and when I tell them, I don't fuss at them, but I be telling them, like, y'all have to be prepared to have radio edit versions of your songs.
I'm gonna tell you a funny thing about me is that when I do R&B, I prefer not to have any curse words.
Yeah.
I prefer not to have any curse words
Mhm.
in what I say.
Yeah.
So it makes it easier to have a whole song where there's no cussing compared to having a song displayed with plenty of curse words. And if you are that type of person, the best advice I can, because I help artists with that type of stuff,
Yeah.
is to make sure that you have 2 versions of your song. I prefer not to do no edit.
Yeah.
I prefer you make 2 styles. You have a version that's clean, where you said it how you reworded everything you said instead of having an engineer cut it out, and then you do a dirty version.
That's right.
So it makes it more convenient. So you can say both the songs fully without having to space out.
Yeah. And I be telling all the time, I also tell people all the time, the reason why I suggest that is because when you get ready to do radio and have your radio, music played, you got to go back and all over again. I got to get to my producer and I got to get him to do this. And I hear this all the time when y'all come on the show. No shade to y'all, but I'm telling y'all this is very important. He telling you yourself. I always tell you when you spending your money with the producers and everything, let them know what you need to get done because you'll always be ready at all times. Right. Look, we're going to take a small commercial break. We're going to come back with more interview with Jay Star. We'll be right back, y'all.
Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. 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 Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
Y'all, we back with Jay Star. He was really telling y'all some key pointers about the career goal as being an artist. And look, I'm telling y'all, these are very informative information that everybody needs to know as far as investing into yourself and learning how to where to put your money at. Now, I had a lot of people I tell all the time when they come on the show about making sure that you have your pictures done, making sure you have professional pictures. Man. Now, I tell you that all the time. I try to go through there and pick some pictures out for y'all. It be hard when Poo Poo and Ray Ray, your children, y'all holding kids in the bathroom. It be hard for me to, make it look good for you. But, it's nothing like investing in yourself. If you want to look good, I don't care what you want to wear. If you're going to be dripped down, just get something professional. So you can make an album cover or something. I mean, I'm just saying, make it be presentable. If you're really serious about being an artist, I'm being honest. I now see a lot of people that I'm talking about y'all got boo-hoos viewers from Instagram, YouTubers, all that kind of stuff. And then when you go on your page, I'll be like, you only got two pictures, maybe a shot in the studio, and that's about it. I don't know. You probably be ready, y'all. Y'all gotta be ready. Cause if you're really serious about your career, and he's telling you right now, the investment in your money, what you need. I know y'all like to be fresh and all that. That's cool. That's cool. But also learning the different progress of being an artist. I mean, I'm telling you, artist development, if you don't think this serious, it is, because you want people to know who you are. They can hear your music, but be like, yeah, man, he hard, but where he from? Oh, well, what I'm saying? How he got his name? Or is that his real name? You know what I'm saying? Or, all the things that people really want to ask questions about, about an artist. People don't really know. And that's why you be seeing so many interviews come out with the celebrities. And when you hear their testimonies and how they get, you be like, I didn't even know that. Even down to the elderly people that been in the game for a long time. If you do documentaries from Kurt Franklin to, all the celebrities,
Yeah, that's true.
Learning their background, you didn't never know anything, none of this. All you do is see them perform and see them live, and you be thinking like, oh, they had it made in the shade. But you don't know the pros and cons that they done went through to get to their journey or where they're going right now. And then you ask people all the time, where are they? You have people that been, started, you have that show called Unsung, where they have people that have been in the career for a long period of time, and they all say they vanished away. And you be like, oh, why they ain't working no more?
I'm gonna tell you the great.
What's it?
Greatest artist that's ever shown us raw talent down from raw talent to artist development to being the biggest artist was Michael Jackson. Yeah. Because Michael Jackson had raw talent from the very beginning. Yeah. That was not polished. That his dad developed it all the way into that. By the time he was 13, 14, he could read contracts out to you. Yeah. That grown men couldn't read to you. Yeah. He was so far in on business that he really didn't even need nobody to sit in the room with him when
See.
he negotiated anything. By the time he was 20, that was history right
Yeah,
there. Like
yeah.
he was already selling out concerts. He was having people pass out
Yeah.
because he knew how to do interviews. He knew how to have poise. He knew when to have a camera on him. He knew when not to have one. He knew how to take pictures. He knew how to do every single thing. And a lot of artists now, how can I say this without making it seem? A lot of artists now just think, all right, let's take some pictures. I'm finna flash this money.
Yeah.
I'm finna shoot this video.
Yeah.
And they think that's it.
Yeah.
But it's, and then you see a lot of artists, people that say they changed.
Yeah.
It's not that they changed. They improved, what they already had going. Because somebody seen it and was like, okay, you need artist development.
Yeah.
You got the numbers. You just need artist development. And people will be like, oh, you went Hollywood. No, he went professional.
Yeah. Learning the business. Learning the business is very important, y'all. See, he's telling you some key facts about different things that I've been telling y'all. But I love to hear artists that understand what I'm saying about the career, especially as being an artist. Learning the business is very important. I mean, it's a difference between being an artist, performer, and not knowing any type of the business. Because, I mean, you can let someone, Poo-Poo and Ray Ray read your contract, and he'll tell you everything all good, same name on the dotted line, he don't got all your money. And then you sit around here saying, man, I ain't made like $2. But he bought all my cars, he bought all my jewelry and my shoes. But then at the end of the day, he's saying, I need some more albums. I need some more songs. Well, honey, gave you all, no, you ain't gave me enough. I need something that's gonna pop. I need something that's gonna sell. I need, and you sitting up there like, now how many more I gotta do? Enough till you get through paying off all this jewelry and all these clothes and shoe cars that you wanted. You know, so, you know, it's a different ball game when learning the career goal of being an artist. And I'm like I said, I'm glad that J Star is here to let y'all know how it's going. And he has, you know, has not strayed or anything that I have been telling y'all for a long time. He is telling the facts about the being an artist.
And them labels will get you.
Yeah.
Them labels will have you sign up for five album contract. You have to have it done within 3 years.
Yeah.
4 years, and you'll think everything fine, but you don't understand that you actually just taking out a loan that you have to pay back.
Yeah.
And you don't pay it back, and you'll see how it's gonna go.
And that's how you go bankrupt. Then you sit around and looking like, okay, then you give up and you say, I'm done with this.
For real.
But really, when you giving it up, you just giving up and trying to go back to the basics what we've been talking about all along. Artist development and learning your business part of being an artist and not just putting out the music. And I know y'all love putting out different music. Y'all give everybody all your music samples all on YouTube and Facebook, and then when somebody comes and steal your music, you looking crazy talking about, that's my song.
No copyrights.
They can sing my song. That's what I did that first. Everybody want to say they did it first, but nobody have paperwork to copyright any of the things that they have done. And just putting it out there. So be mindful with if you don't want people to know all your work, get a copyright then, and you can go ahead and display it. But if you out here just making music and letting everybody hear it, don't get upset when Jay-Z or somebody pick it up and say, man, that was hot, I'm gone.
I tell artists all the time, copyright, trademark, patent, and publishing is your best friend.
Yeah.
If you don't know nothing about none of it, that is a personal problem.
That's right.
And if you want to excel in business and you don't want to personally feel some type of way, stand on top of your business.
Yeah.
Because your friends are your friends. So they're going to always have your back.
That's right.
Business has never been your friend.
Never.
It's just been a way to make money. That's it.
So true. But tonight he's going to perform live on the Monee Phillips Show. And I know y'all have seen him live, but y'all ain't seen him live on the Monee Phillips Show. So tonight he's going to perform live. So look, we're going to take a small commercial break. We're going to come back with J Star. He's going to blaze the stage. We'll be right back, y'all.
Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. 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 tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing.
Tonight, let's get it. I got you all in me. While we can see it in the sun of the world. The hands when we touch. Get your back to those words. You're everything you do tonight. It's a move. And I want the thing to jump through. I just need a second to get back. You don't have it all night. Make back to the door. Don't miss, you, baby. Maybe I'm touching and gripping those crazy and kissing me all day. Let's do it tonight. Just grab a little bit for two, baby. And just me and you, baby. What you wanna do, baby? And girl, I'm addicted to you, baby. Love when I'm touching and gripping and squeezing and kissing on you, baby. Let's do a moment tonight. We just got a little bit for two, baby. And just me and you, baby. What you wanna do, baby? Baby, lay down on me like all on you. Got on them back when I'm calling you. Really can't put my all in you. Wanna more out that I'm falling through. Tug on your back, get you ready for more. You all on me before I hit the door. Rip off your clothes, have your shirt fully torn. We should switch it up a little bit. I'm teasing, so I give a little bit. Splashing on me, give a little. Can't have a cock and she a little bit. I'm so addicted, I love how we touching and kissing. Turn to something entirely different, you know, like caressing, massaging and licking. You, baby. Now when I'm touching and gripping and squeezing and kissing on you, baby. Let's do a moment tonight. We just grab a little bit for two, baby. And just me and you, baby. What you wanna do, baby? Girl, I'm addicted to you, baby. And love when I'm touching and gripping and squeezing and kissing on you, baby. Let's do a moment tonight. We just grab a little bit for two, baby. And just me and you, baby. What you wanna do, baby? It's an addictive thing. And it's an addictive. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an addictive thing. I'ma get you addicted. And it's an addictive thing. Hey, night. Girl, I'm addicted to you, baby. And love when I'm touching and gripping and squeezing and kissing on you, baby. Let's do a moment tonight. We just grab a little bit for two, baby. And just me and you, baby. What you wanna do, baby? And girl, I'm addicted to you. Love when I'm touching and gripping and squeezing and kissing on you. And let's do a moment tonight. We just grab a little bit for two, baby. And just me and you, baby. And can I get a yeah, yeah? Can I get a oh? And can I get a yeah, yeah? And get a oh? And can I get a and can I get a can I get a yeah, yeah? Can I get a Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for having me.
Y'all, we are back on the Monee Phillips Show. J-Star.
Hey.
Live performance live on the Monee Phillips Show, man. Awesome. awesome job, great performance. Man, look, tell everybody how they can check you out, all the things you got going on, far as dates and everything, because I know they want to see you live.
Okay, so y'all can follow me on JAYSTARFOREVER. The J Star Forever.
Okay.
You can pull it up on social media, or if you're looking it up on YouTube, Apple Music is there. What shows do I got lined up? That's a good question. I had Selma, Alabama tomorrow, but because it rained, they postponed it.
Okay.
But I do have a mixtape release party that I'm performing it for Trippy.
Okay.
And I will be performing it Juneteenth.
Okay. Juneteenth. All right.
So y'all can check my page out. I will post the flyer.
All right. Make sure you post it. Make sure I share it on the Monee Phillips Show page. Then y'all know to support my guy. Like I said, man, he's doing great things, awesome things, great interview tonight. Thank you so much, Joe, for letting everybody know what artist development and things that you need to know. Tonight was a very important night. Came from his mouth as an artist, producer, and all. Then you know what you need to do. Look, we always do great things on the show. Thank you for Tasty Street Treats for coming on the show with all the fantastic d'oeuvres. I'm telling y'all gonna love it tonight. Love it tonight. Make sure y'all vote for her for Baker of the Year and Memphis Elegance. Also, vote for the Monee Phillips Show. We are on there third year in a row. Again, for DJ Styles also. DJ of the Year. He's on there as well. So, look, this is going to be a fantastic year for everyone doing great things. Miss Debbie McClennan, also the boss back there. She got an award picking up in Atlanta in August, man. Doing great things. SVP Network, always doing great things. We got tons of things coming up in June from George's birthday bash with the gospel things going on. So I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna share that also on my page. We got a lot of things coming up in June, you know, with Father's Day and all that good stuff in June 10th. So look, man, y'all stay tuned. We got many more things to come. Every Friday night we do the show, y'all, 8 p.m. Comcast 17, Comcast 98 in Jackson, Mississippi. Also, download that app, SVP Network. You can get it on your mobile device or also any TV for Fire Stick and Roku or Apple TV. Make sure y'all do that so y'all can check the shows out. Y'all just thinking we on YouTube and all that when I share, but we are not. We're all over the world. We're worldwide. You can actually see it on TV. So when y'all have y'all cookouts and these 4th of July tips and all that good stuff, make sure y'all put it on TV.
Go watch it on TV, baby. Yeah, I gotta go watch it on TV.
So make sure y'all do that, man. I appreciate Chris Jefferson in the back, man, taking these fantastic pictures and also getting y'all promos out. So make sure y'all check us out. Like I said, every Friday night, 8 p.m. It's been a dope show tonight, and I hope y'all enjoy the show. So until then, we will see y'all. We got the next before Father's Day weekend. We'll be back on the Monee Phillips Show. Until then, I see y'all. Bye.
It's an addictive